Hi everybody, welcome to LiveFit Revolution. I am here to explain your nutrition plan. You should have received a page that looks like this from Jason. If you don't have this, make sure that you've registered on our website, and if you have registered and you still don't have the introductory email from Jason with the nutrition plan attached, check your spam folder first. Sometimes we end up in spam, we can't believe it either. But if it's not in your spam folder, email jason@livefitrevolution.com and he will send it to you. But it will be attached to your introductory email once you sign up on our website. So the nutrition plan that I'm holding up here is the women's nutrition plan. The only difference between the men's and the women's is the quantities of protein. Otherwise, the plans are exactly the same. So each day, this is your plan for how you're going to eat. For breakfast, for women, it's 2 eggs. For men, it's up to 3. A serving of fruit, and your ground flax and your apple cider vinegar with stevia or with not. We'll get to that a little more later. Or you can have a half serving of protein, and the list of proteins is down here. It's a long list, there's lots of choices. If there's a protein that you eat a lot of that maybe isn't on this list, please email me, alicia@livefitrevolution.com, and ask me about it, and maybe we'll be able to add that to the list for you. Now, I should point out here that this plan is not intended for vegetarians. If you're vegetarian or vegan, I highly recommend that you take this plan to your registered dietitian or your qualified nutritionist and have them help you modify this plan for vegetarian eating, because this is really a plan that's based on animal proteins. So you might have a half serving of protein for breakfast with a serving of avocado and the ground flax and the apple cider vinegar. Now, the thing about breakfast is if you choose the protein option and you're not satisfied, if you're hungry too soon after breakfast, increase the protein. And that's true throughout the day. If you're hungry, eat more protein. Have an ounce, have some water. See how you feel. If you're still hungry, have some more, because on this plan, you should never, ever, ever be hungry. And everyone that's done this program with us so far, everybody said that they've never managed to eat all of the food that's on the plan, because I'm about helping people lose weight, about being hungry. Not ever, not for a minute. So you will not be hungry on this plan if you follow it. Now, the other thing about hunger, sometimes hunger is emotional. So down here on the plan, it does say that if you're hungry, that you should drink 8 ounces of water or herbal tea or your apple cider vinegar and water. If you are still hungry, have the protein. And if you're still hungry, maybe you're just bored. Maybe you need to go outside and do something or play with the kids or whatever. So doing this plan for 6 weeks, you will really learn the difference between what's true hunger and what's boredom or loneliness or some kind of emotional thing. This plan will help you sort that out really quickly. So we've done breakfast. We have a snack. The snack is in the middle at the top of the page here. 1 item from the fruit list and a serving of nuts. That's your snack. You can have it in the morning or the afternoon. You can split it in half. You can add protein to it if you need to. Try it without first, or you can substitute protein for the nuts, that's fine too. Try it without the additional protein first. If you're finding that you're hungry, maybe you're really active that day or whatever, then add some more. But try it without, like I said, try it without first. And don't feel like you're worried that you're going to be hungry, so eating a little more in case you're hungry later. That's another habit that a lot of us need to break. So eat what's on the plan first and wait and see if your body gives you a hunger signal before you add anything additional in. Now, lunch and dinner, this box right here, they're essentially the same thing. It's a serving from the protein list, 3 items from the vegetable list, and 1 item from the unlimited list. Now, these lists are long. The vegetable list is right here, so you can have 3 items from there. The serving sizes are all in ounces. The unlimited list is cabbage, either green or purple, lettuce, spinach, or kale. Of those green veggies, you can have as much as you want every day. I doubt that you can eat a whole cabbage, but if you do, that's okay. It's on the unlimited list. Your fruit list, this is a short list, and that's because we want to keep your choices a little short on the fruit side just for the first 6 weeks. Your fruit list is a small apple, a half a pink or red grapefruit, 5 ounces of strawberries, or 1 small green pear. And again, the apple and the pear are both 5-ounce serving sizes. So we really weigh and measure all of our food in this first 6 weeks. And the reason that we do that, because I don't think that that's a great way to live for your whole life, but we do it for 6 weeks because it retrains our brain to think in serving sizes that are actually healthy for our bodies, not the kind of serving sizes that we're used to in restaurants. So for 6 weeks, you'll be using your scale and weighing and measuring a whole lot. After that, you'll start to learn your serving sizes and you can put the scale away again. So don't let it make you crazy. Just get used to, for 6 weeks, this is what it is. Now, you'll notice that a lot of foods that you might be used to are not on this list. Don't think that there are some things that you're just never going to eat again in your whole life. That's not how I work. I love food and I want everybody to enjoy their food. But for 6 weeks, we're on a serious detox and weight loss plan. After the 6 weeks, this plan opens up. It even had to go to 2 pages because so many things got added back in. For 6 weeks, though, we're detoxing. So there are certain foods that just do not exist. That's this box down here. For 6 weeks, all dairy foods do not exist. No cheese, no milk, no cream, no dairy. No empty calorie drinks or anything like them. So obviously no soda, no alcohol, drinks that are, maybe a lot of fun to drink, but they're not healthy for you. For 6 weeks, just forget that they're there. Worthless carbohydrates, bread, noodles, and pasta, not for 6 weeks. Again, this is a detox. This is helping your body relearn. So it's not that you'll never see those foods again, but for 6 weeks, they're not in your house. And then the last item on that list is starches, such as potatoes and white rice. Brown rice is included on this plan, 1/3 of a cup cooked per day. White rice is just not as nutritious. So for 6 weeks, we can live without it. Now, also on here, you have an other column. Over here, we're going to use a tablespoon of butter or healthy oils each day. You need your fats. Fats are really, really important to weight loss. They help us regulate our hormones, and fats actually help us with the detoxification process as well as keeping our brain functioning. So choose your oils well. I like coconut oil, olive oil, and toasted sesame oil. I said 1/3 of a cup of cooked brown rice per day, or quinoa. Either one of those is just fine, but that is cooked brown rice or cooked quinoa, not raw. Also on there, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice per day, up to 3. You might not want 3, or you might choose to use all 3. Either way is fine, but up to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice each day. You can use it for flavoring your foods. You can use it as a salad dressing. You can drink it in water if you like, whatever suits you. 3 tablespoons a day. Up to 1 ounce of jalapenos per day. I know we all like our spices, and foods with bold flavors are often so much more satisfying. And 1 ounce of jalapenos, let me tell you, that's a lot of spice. And for sweetener, we use stevia. And we'll go into that a little more, but stevia is an herb. It's usually safe for diabetics and other people that have blood sugar issues because it is an herb. You can find it in most health food stores, and even some of the mainstream markets are carrying it now. And the final thing on this list, you can use unlimited red wine vinegar for cooking and salad dressings. And red wine vinegar, if you've never tried it, is really delicious. Just make sure that you read the label, that it has only red wine vinegar in it, no sugar or anything else in there. So those are your choices. We're also going to be drinking a lot. Lots of water and lots of apple cider vinegar. So this is this final box up here. Please drink a minimum of 96 ounces of water per day, either plain or with lemon juice in it. 96 ounces is quite a lot. That's 3 quarts. So perhaps you'll have 3-quart bottles lined up in the kitchen each morning, and you know that that's what you finished through the day. Maybe you have another way of keeping track of how many ounces you've had, but make sure you get all 96 ounces of water each day. And the reason that we do that is because we need to flush the toxins out of our body to help us with the weight loss. So the water seriously makes a really big difference. In addition to that, we'll have between 2 and 4 apple cider vinegar drinks per day. So what you'll do is put 2 tablespoons of the Bragg's apple cider vinegar into 8 ounces of water. You can put stevia in it if you like, if you need to take the edge off that vinegar, and you'll have between 2 and 4 of those each day. What's important there is the quantity of the apple cider vinegar. So if you put 4 tablespoons into 2 drinks, that's fine, or you can split it out into 2 in each of 4 lots of 8 ounces of water. Either way is fine there. And that's in addition to your 96 ounces of plain water. So that's on top of that. Also, you can have organic green tea, organic white tea, and herbal tea. Keep the green and white tea to maybe just a couple of cups at absolute most, but the herbal tea you can have as much as you like. Just again, make sure you read the packet and make sure that there's no sugar or any other sweeteners in there of any kind. You can have up to 12 ounces of coffee per day, black, no milk, and no sweeteners other than stevia. And I really mean that about, you know, any of the artificial sweeteners that you might have been using. Please throw those away. I really don't believe that they're good for you. Stevia will sweeten your drink if that's what you need, and it's a lot healthier for you. It's a much better choice. There's no toxins or anything with stevia. Also in here, we have an emergency sugar craving satisfier, and it's the strawberry slushy that's on the website. It's essentially some frozen or fresh strawberries with ice and a little mineral water. And if you're just having one of those insane cravings where it's like soda or die, try the strawberry slushy. Sorry, I can't say that quickly. It really works. It's absolutely delicious. And then the last point on here, no other drinks of any kind are permitted in the first 6 weeks. Don't lose track of that. This first 6 weeks is your detox, and it's just, you know, retraining your brain. After that, the field opens up, I promise. I do recommend that you keep a food journal, and this is this last box down here. Write down, maybe it's just a few weeks that you need to really keep track of, you know, what you're eating. Some people like to do it all the time. Either way is fine, but at least for the first couple of weeks, write down what you ate and when, and maybe even keep track of how you felt after those meals. You might find that certain proteins work really well for you, or certain proteins with certain vegetables keep you satisfied for longer than others. So it's just another way to really learn about, you know, what your body is really telling you, because this 6 weeks can really change your life in terms of your relationship to food.